First things first, you cannot have wisdom without God. You can't have wisdom without fear of God. And fear of God doesn't mean you scared. Like, oh my God, I'm God the only man I fear, this and that. It's not about fear as far as God will do something to you. It's about fear that without God, you have no wisdom. Without God, you won't have peace. Without God, you won't be happy. Without God, you won't have joy. You can't get blessings. So without God, you have none of that. Whatever God you believe in, like I don't have no beliefs. I know God is real. So I don't have no belief system. Either you know something or you don't. But whatever God you would choose to believe in, it don't matter. As long as you living for God, as long as you living with morals and principles, alone as long as you live in a righteous life, as long as you on the right path. So without God, you have no wisdom. You have nothing. There's nothing you can't do unless you have God, because God do everything for you as long as you live in a righteous life. That's why so many people in this world who gets the money, who gets all the worldly things, and they still so lost. Why is that? Why are they so lost? The ones that don't believe a God exists, the atheist people. Why are they so lost? You live your life with no code. You wake up every day just doing shit, like just doing random things. You have no you have no code behind you. You have no morality behind you. You don't have integrity. You don't have nothing stopping you from doing evil things. You don't have nothing stopping you from being a wicked person. Nothing is stopping you from being negative. Like you have nothing that's gonna stop. Like you don't have no conscience. Like as a kid, I didn't know what it was. I always had conscience. I was always conscious, and my divine was always with me from a little kid because I was around a bunch of people that just do like foolish things, but something inside me told me, "Oh, you better than that. Nah, this don't sit right with us. We ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do that. We smarter than that." I didn't know what it was back then, but now since I'm grown, I'm older. It's not about being grown. It's just about getting to the level of understanding. So now since I'm older, experience wise with life, and I found myself, I found my divine, I got it, I unlocked it. Now I know what all that meant. So you will not be happy without God. You will not be peaceful without God. Your life will not succeed internally without God. Your life can succeed physically all you want. You don't have to have God in your life to go to the gym and have a be in shape. You don't have to have God to get money. That's not God giving you none of that. You know you got God in your life when you're full of peace, when you spreading positivity, joy, when you learn how to detach from worldly things, when nothing negative can even get to you, when God keep negative things from even, when God keep you from even hearing negative things that's being said about you, when God keep negative people from around you, when God keep you out of bad situations. It's like, let's say you was finna leave the house and you was finna go to a party and the other people don't got God in their life. You know what I'm saying? Fools despise wisdom. So let's say God looking out for you. You and your friends about to go to a party. On your way there, your car break down. The engine just cut off. And you mad. Man, my car start working. You know what I'm saying? You pissed off because your car done broke down. And you feel like you getting mad at life because you think life, man, ain't nothing never go right in my life. Blah, blah, bad. whatever. Turns out at the party, somebody went in there and shot the whole party up. Some of your friends died, people died, but your car broke down. God broke down your car because you got a mission to get on. It's little stuff like that. You got to pay attention to everything. Everything is a sign. Nothing is a coincidence. And that's going to get me to the second part. And the man that getteth understanding. And you, without understanding, you can't even get wisdom. Because you're not going to be able to understand it. You're not even going to know what's being said to you. Without understanding, you have nothing. You have to be able to understand every single thing in this life. You have to be able to understand. If somebody telling you something, if you can't understand it, you can't receive it. So you can't even understand wisdom being told to you if you don't have understanding. And where do you get understanding from? You get that from God. See what I'm saying? So if you lack understanding, you lack God. There's a lot of people lack common sense. What you would think common sense, a lot of people don't have it because they lack God. They're lost. You have to seek understanding from God. Thank God for your understanding. Thank God for your wisdom, guidance, protection. Without understanding, you can't do nothing without understanding. And that's how you become happy. Wisdom, understanding, and much more. But you can't do none of it if you lost. You can't do none of it if you surround yourself with people who think there isn't a God. And it's cool if you don't believe a certain God. It ain't about that. That don't matter. Cause if you being honest, don't nobody know what God is. You just know it exists. You gotta know God exists. Whatever God is, you know it's real. Ask anybody, me, I'm speaking from experience myself. When you lost and you living life as a human and you got no spiritual connection at all, you have no morals, you have nothing, you have nothing spiritual holding your back. Nothing spiritual having your back. Nothing spiritual looking out for you. That's a crazy life to live. Like, you know how people say, oh, you walk out of the house, you never know what's gonna happen. I do. You know why? Because I'm connected with my divine. I don't fear nothing. I don't fear something gonna happen to me if I go here, if I go there. You only go through that when you're not connected spiritually, when you're not connected to God. Because you doing what God wants you to do, you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you living righteous. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Because you over there on your path. You only risk something happening to you if you on the wrong path. You over there with the fools who don't have God in their life. The people over there that's living evil. If you over there with them, of course something's gonna happen to you. You don't know what's gonna happen. If you don't got God in your life and you just out doing random things, like you don't know where you can't even understand where not to be at. You don't even understand what's right and wrong. You don't even understand the signs of a bad situation that's about to occur. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand none of that.